Hi, team. I wanted to talk to you today about motivation. I bet you it's the number one question I get is, how do I get motivated? How do I stay motivated? How are you motivated every single day? People ask me these questions all the time, and I need you guys to understand something. Motivation comes internally, right? So a big one that people also ask is, how do I motivate my team? Okay, well, you can't. You actually cannot motivate your team. You have to inspire your team. You have to inspire your team and connect in a way that makes them get off their butt and want to take some action, right? But there are a few little things we can do. Motivation internally, intrinsically, y'all, I don't wake up every single day being like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get up 6 posts and message 100 people and do 87 hosted posts. Like, I'm not like hype, but this is my job. And this is better than going to an office. My dog is at my feet, right? I look great from here up. Like, these are the things that happen when you work for yourself. So you choose to have discipline or you choose to be disappointed, and things are going to change, right? So how do you find motivation? I mean, I am sure so many of you have hit a slump. I have hit, it can just be coming out of a long weekend or some travel. Gosh, if you lose your Facebook or your messaging privileges for a couple of days, you get like really out of your groove. I struggle during summer. I will not even lie. I struggle during summer. And sometimes we're like, well, how do I get my motivation? How do I get my groove back? What do I have to do? Just tell me. I want to be successful. All right. So I want to walk you guys through this. And many of you have probably heard me say this, but I had to put it in like a diagram so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen here. Maybe I'm going to share my screen. All right. So how to find motivation. All right. How to find motivation. Here we go. So you're looking for it, right? And what do we need to do? You're like, well, I don't know what to do. I just cannot bring myself to do anything. First and foremost, you have to force some action. Okay. Like, this will feel like pulling nails or pulling teeth sometimes. It's like, oh my gosh, I do not want to do this. For me, the easiest way to do it is to make sure I have a bait post up and message people about doing host to post. For me, that is the simplest way to find motivation or like force some action, because it's just outbound. All right. So what is force action? It's posting, it's green light messaging, it's follow-up messages, searching your inbox for people, but taking offensive actions. You guys know the difference between offensive and defensive? Offensive, like, you've got the ball, you're driving towards the goal. Defense, people are coming at you and you're on your heels, right? So how do we move better as humans? Do we move better forwards or backwards? We move better forwards, right? So offensive actions, green light messaging, get them some posts, talking on your story, follow-up messages, anything you can do. And it's going to feel hard and it's going to feel uncomfortable, because just like forming a habit becomes more and more comfortable, if we've skimped on something for a while, it becomes more and more comfortable to do the wrong thing. So when we force our action, what's that going to lead to? We force some actions, we sent 20 messages, we've got the ball rolling, it leads to activity, right? Not our activity, but activity. Oh, I made that arrow wrong. That's fine. Is comments on posts, stories reply, full inbox, incoming text messages, activity, right? And you're like, ooh, baby, yep, here we go. I got some messages. Look at all these people want to host a post for me. They're going to put haps up. Oh, somebody just texted me money. This is good. So then what's that going to lead to? Confidence, right? Y'all get excited. When you wake up to a dead inbox or you wake up to a pop-in inbox, what's the difference in your mood? You are going to, when we are feeling like we don't have motivation, we are lacking confidence, and we're lacking just those, like, that little bit of like, I am awesome at this, I can do this. So when you start getting people responding to you and start having conversations, your confidence is going to build, right? So belief that this can work conversations, potentials, maybe even enrollments. That's all going to happen from that confidence. So then what happens next? Do you think you have to force action next? No. You have motivated action. You're excited. You've been inspired. You have a full inbox. You've boosted your confidence and excitement. So boom, you're ready to go post more. You're ready to go message 10 new people about joining your business. You're ready to do a challenge and get 20 hosted posts up in a day, because then you've become motivated, right? So then when you take more motivated action, what's it going to lead you to again? That activity, right? More activity leads us to what? More confidence, more excitement. We're hype. We're going when the good energy is flowing. What happens? Our posts get better. Our messages get better. Our excitement is more. And so boom, those motivated actions are big and bold, and it leads to more activity, right? But you guys, the only way you will find motivation again is by forcing some actions, right? Forcing them. You have to say, no matter what, in the next 10 minutes, in the next 20 minutes, I am just going to send 50 messages, and just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Sometimes you just have to commit. No, I'm not going to hit snooze. You have to make the decision. You have to make the decision to take a step forward, right? Because if you're not stepping forward, you're falling back. And every single day you fall back, every single day that you lose focus on your business, it takes like 3 or 4 days to get back into it. But I promise you, if you're feeling in a slump, if you're like, how do I find motivation? How do I get motivated again? What do I need to do? You have to force some action, and it doesn't have to be much. It just has to be enough to stir up some activity. And then when your activity is stirred up, then your confidence grows and the whole circle continues, right? So the same thing goes for when your team is saying, well, how do I get motivated? You're like, how do I motivate my team? Help them force some action. Walk them through doing host to post. Get on a FaceTime with them as they're messaging people. Help them. Get them on a Zoom. Hold their hand, because they don't know what they're doing, especially if they're new. Hold their hand to do the forced actions. Then they're going to get activity. You're going to help them answer. That's going to build their confidence. Boom, they're going to be like, I want more of that. And they're going to go to those motivated actions. That confidence and excitement just fills your body with dopamine and serotonin. And we love that, right? And when you're not motivated, you have none of that in your body. So you just need to, it's almost like forcing someone who's been in a wheelchair, but we know they can walk, to like take those first couple steps. Or maybe you've been really sick in bed or had a really, really hard workout and you're like, oh my gosh, I just like can't get up. But like after a few steps, things loosen up, right? So help others loosen up, help yourself loosen up. And y'all, that is how you are going to find some motivation. So I hope you found this helpful. This is something that I have done for years. Don't be confused and think that top leaders in this business are always motivated, are always excited. Excitement is a choice. Motivation is a choice. And you're going to either choose discipline or you're going to choose disappointment. So I highly encourage you to choose a little bit of discipline, force a little bit of action, see what activity comes from it. And when you lean into that, you'll be shocked at how motivated you become really, really quickly. Talk to you later. Bye.